Hi y'all, what's good? What's going on? So, today is gonna be an interesting video. I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, I don't really see how I can make this story interesting or whatever. Then I was thinking more about it and I was like, maybe I could. Plus Erica was like, hey, story times do pretty good. So here we are, I'm doing a little story time. Not really the content I'm used to making, but also my content is all over the place, so we're going with it. We're just vibing. We're going. I guess let's just get right into it. I mean, like, I was put in a situation where I could have lost $1,400. And me being the way that I am, if my dad and my grandma were not with me at this time, I would have lost $1,400. So, you know, whatever that says about me. Okay, so basically, the past couple of months, I've been looking at apartments because, duh. And now, I've realized, at first I was looking just kind of anywhere. I wasn't really set on a certain spot. And now that I have a job where I'm living, I'm deciding to go to school for another year and not drop out yet. So the best option for me right now is to get an apartment where I'm at. Where I live, y'all, I'm parked right, why did I park here? I parked next to a highway. Okay, we're in a new place, besties. We're in a new place. So, as I was saying, hard to find an apartment in my area within my budget with like what I need. So, I've been looking everywhere. I've been looking apartments.com, Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, like everywhere I could find. So not a lot of options at all. Not a lot of options. So then, the other day, I think it's like 3 days ago now, I'm just on Facebook Marketplace just for the hell of it, just for fun. And I see a listing that was posted like 5 hours like prior to when I was checking Facebook Marketplace. And I'm like, oh, what is this? A 1-bedroom house for $700 a month with utilities included. And it's pet friendly. And so I emailed the guy that night. It was like 12 a.m. I think. And I was like, I need to do this now or I will forget tomorrow. I emailed the person. I let them know I was interested and that I wanted to know more about the property. I wanted to know more about like this house that he was renting out. So it's 12 a.m., I'm not expecting a reply back. I go to bed and then I wake up at about like 5:30 a.m. to a text. I'm like, who is texting me? Who is texting me at 5:30 a.m.? It was the guy. I had left my phone number with him and he had texted me. And I can read the text actually. 5:30 a.m. He texted me. He said, "Good morning, Trista. My name is. I received your email about my house listed on Facebook Marketplace for rent at address. This house is available for immediate move-in for a reliable and responsible person / family applicant. Rent is $700 and the security deposit is $700. Utilities are included. Get back to me via text or reply your email. Thanks." And so I texted back immediately with it. Maybe I waited a minute to read it. And I said, "Hello, I'm definitely interested. Would it be possible to schedule a tour?" No answer. I'm like, no, there's no way. Like, this place, keep in mind, this house is a 3-minute drive from the college I'm going to. I could walk. When we go back in person, I could walk to school every day. So it's like in just a perfect location. It's exactly what I'm looking for. It's within my budget. Pet friendly, utilities included. Like, I knew an opportunity like this would not come again. Not in the place I live. So I'm getting a little discouraged when he's not texting me back. So a few hours later, at about 9:30, I was showing my dad the pictures of this place. And like, we were looking at it on Facebook Marketplace. We were talking about it. And then I exited out of it. And then I went back to look at it again. The listing was gone. The listing was gone. And like, my soul was crushed. I was so upset. I was like, this can't be it. This cannot be the end. And I was thinking about texting him again and being like, oh, like, I noticed the listing was gone. Did you find someone to rent it? And I was like, oh, that might be weird. Like, obviously the listing's gone. Like, this is it. But then I decided to send the text. And I said, I noticed that the listing is no longer on Facebook Marketplace. Did you find someone to rent it? And within maybe like 5 minutes, I got a response. And that response was, yes, I took it down because I have multiple people who want to rent, and this is going first come, first serve. How serious and ready are you? And can you go for a peep through today? And I was like, peep through? Who the hell says peep through? A peep through? You mean a walk through? Like a tour? Like a walk-through tour? A peep through? I thought the wording was a little funky, okay? But obviously, I messaged back. I said, yes, absolutely, I can come see it today. I'm serious because I'm a college student and it would be insanely convenient to be that close to the college that I'm going to. And then I didn't get a response. I didn't get a response for a while. And I was upset. I was like, there's no way this guy is like talking to other people. I need this. So I double texted. Okay? I went there. I double texted again. And so I said, is there a certain time that works best for you today? And I didn't get a response again. I was like, did he already, within the like 2 minutes that we talked just now, did he already find someone to rent it? What is going on, dude? What is happening? And so I gave up. No, I'm just kidding. I triple texted this guy. And then I got a call. Here's the great part about this. First off, I hate phone calls. I hate phone calls. They stress me out. If it's not like a good friend or a family member, stressed. On top of me hating phone calls. After I sent this text, I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to get a reply. I'm going to go take a shower. Took a shower, did my little thing. I get out of the shower, and I get a call. I'm like, who the hell is calling me right now? And it's him. And I'm butt naked, dude. Butt naked. I'm like, what do I... Like, it's not a FaceTime, but like, it's a little awkward standing there with no clothes on, talking on the phone. And so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna wrap up in this towel and answer the phone right now. And he basically he was like, just got your message, and from your message it sounds like this place is like perfect for you. It's very convenient, you know, close to the college you're going to. It sounds great. Like, he was like, I have the key with me right now. I have the key with me. I'm ready to just give it away now. He was like, I can't be there to give you a walkthrough because I'm not there. I'm in Texas. He was like, I sent you an email, you know, about the property, about my situation. So if you can read that, that would be great. But if you want, you can go to the property and look in the windows and tell me if you are serious about this, if you want this place, or if you already like it so much from the pictures, then we can just get this going now. I can send you the application and we can go. And I said, oh, I can go for a walkthrough, a peep through today. I can go look through the windows today. And he said, okay, what time? I was like, what time would work best for you? And he stopped and he was like,
But what time can you be there?
I looked at my phone, it's like 10:45. I'm like, I can be there at noon. I can be there at 12 o'clock. And he said, perfect. I have people lined up at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, and at 3 o'clock to go and look through the windows of these houses. So you being there before them, that's perfect, because this is first come, first serve. If you want this place, you have to get on it now and you have to let me know as soon as possible. Awesome, I will be there at 12. And so I tell my dad about it and he's like, okay, I'll go with you. I could walk away with the keys to this apartment ASAP, no Rocky, now. I could have this apartment within the week. Then it's time to go. It's time to go. And so my dad and my grandma were gonna go with me. We get there. We're pulling in the driveway and there's a car there. And my grandma's like, oh, it looks like someone's already here to look at it. My dad's like, oh my gosh. I was like, well, now what? And they were like, well, they don't own it. We can still get out and look at it. The guy told you to be here at 12. We're here. Let's go look. We get out and it's an old couple. Okay, it's an old couple. And the woman she goes, are you here because this place is for rent? And I was like, yeah, yes. And she goes, well, it's not. And I was like, what? Huh? And we were all three of us were just kind of like, what? She's like, yeah, whoever listed this does not own this place. It's not for rent. We're here because we're buying it and we're not renting it out. So all three of us are thinking, okay, you're being like this, you're here looking at this place to rent it. You don't want me to rent it, so you're acting as though it's not for rent. That was what the situation seemed like, and we were all being very cautious about it because she was just being rude, unnecessarily rude. And so we were just kind of like, well, okay, listen, the guy told us we could be here and look through the windows, that's what we're gonna do. So, and she's all and so my grandma walked around one side of the house, my dad was walking around the other side. I was standing there okay, I don't really know what to do here. I don't like confrontation. I don't want to get into anything with anyone. And so I decided to go with my grandma. Meanwhile, my dad's walking to the front of the house, right? Where the front door is. And this lady's like, we're buying the house. You can't be here. It's not for rent. It's not for rent.
It's not for rent.
I don't know why you're still looking. We're waiting for our realtor to get here to let us in, and we're going to buy it, and we're not renting it out. And it was just okay. I left this part out. The guy had told me that he had been trying to sell his house. Okay? He had been trying to sell this place. However, it was taking too long for them to sell it, and they had been raising the price on the house, which he didn't like because he felt that was wrong. And so he was branching away from them to rent it out, which is why this nice place was so cheap, because he felt that was the right thing to do to allow other people to have a chance to rent it, I guess. So we'd seen the house, we were looking at it, we'd seen everything, we're headed back to the car, and then this lady pulls up. This lady pulls up and she parks on the sidewalk. She gets out of the car and the couple goes up to her and they're all talking. And my grandma, meanwhile, is like, I don't know about this. It's a little sketchy. And my dad's like, no, it's fine. I think it's legit. I think he's legit. So I'm like, okay, what do I do here? And my dad's like, well, maybe you could just text or call this guy and let him know what's going on. And so I texted him and I was like, hey, there are some people here that are saying that this house is not for rent and that the bank owns it and that it's for sale and they're buying it from the bank and stuff. He calls me and he's like, "Hi, this is my place. I'm renting it. I told you that I have a lot of people lined up. They're probably just there because, and saying this because they want you to think that, like, that it's not for sale and they want to buy it so you can't have it." And he says, "If you're not really serious about this, then I have other people I can talk to. But if you are, then, I can send you the application now." And I was like, "No, I'm serious about it. I want this place." Then he reminded me about the email. I had not checked my email. And he was like, "Oh, I sent you an email explaining my situation. If you check the email, everything's in the email." So I'm like, "Okay, I have not checked my email, but I will check it now. Email me the application. I will fill it out. Let's move forward with this." Let's take a little look at the email this guy sent me, shall we? Okay, I'm just gonna read this for you guys. I'm just gonna read it. "Good morning. Thank you for your interest in my 1-bedroom, 1-bath at," insert address here, "listed on Facebook. My name is blank. This home is available for immediate move-in for a reliable and responsible person/family applicant. The rent is $700 and the security deposit is $700. Just to let you know, my initial plan was to sell the house, which I gave Remax to sell for me, but it's taking too long, and they are also inflating the price of the house, which is absolutely wrong. I have to change my mind after my son got seriously ill to handle it by myself to rent it out. My son has cancer, and I cannot leave my son at this critical moment. He's going through chemotherapy. I hope you bear with me. We have the bunch of keys here with me in Texas with the intention of sending it to an interested and serious applicant through FedEx same-day delivery after we both sign all the necessary documents. I will gladly appreciate that if you go by the house to view its exterior through the windows and surroundings, you will not be able to go inside the house as we have the key with us. We apologize for any inconvenience it may seem, and we beg you to please bear with us, for we aren't permitted out of work to come down there. So, that's why he can't come and let me in, because he's in Texas, and he has the key with him. Makes sense. Checks out. We're kind of just sitting there. I'm refreshing my email, waiting for this application to be sent. And then I'd realized, where did the elderly couple and this other girl go? So I said out loud, I said, "Did they go inside the house?" And my grandma's like, "Oh no, I think they just went around back." I was like, "Well, they're taking quite a long time. There's nothing to see in the back of the house." So I was like, I think they went inside. And if they went inside the house, then I've got some questions. And so my grandma's like, "Well, let's get out and look." And I'm like, "No, I don't want confrontation. No, thank you." And my grandma's like, "I'll get out. I will get out. I'm not afraid to." And so my grandma gets out of the car. She walks over and she looks through the window. Meanwhile, I'm in my car refreshing my email, waiting for this application so that I can have this house. And my grandma gets back and I'm looking at her through my windshield and she gives me this look. And I was like,
They're in the house.
"They're inside of the house, dude." And so my dad goes, "Text the guy and tell him people are in his house." And so I did. I said, a realtor just came and let these people into your house. They're in your house. Trying to make it sound like, should I call someone? These people just went in. And no, we're not getting anything. I'm not getting an email with the application. I'm not getting a text back. And my dad's like, "Okay, well, sitting here isn't going to do anything. You can do stuff at the house." So we leave and we go back. And I've already accepted, this is a scam. This is a scam. I'm not getting an apartment. I'm feeling a little low, a little down in the dumps. Not gonna lie, this place was perfect. And like, I'm still checking my email, refreshing my email, looking at my email. Nothing. Not a thing. Not a single thing. Then I get a text. It's him. He said, "Oh, that's my former realtor." What? Come on, dude. Come on. Your former realtor? Really? Really? If you were really, like, done with Remax, or whoever you were selling your house with, if you were done with them, how would they still have access to your house and still be able to sell it to people to let them in? So I was just like, okay, this is a scam. This is a scam. I could have lost $1,400. I literally could have lost $1,400. If I was not with my dad and my grandma and I had just gone by myself, or I didn't even go, and if I didn't go at noon when this elderly couple was there, I would be out $1,400, dude. $1,400. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a college student with a part-time job. Like, hello? So I haven't messaged the guy back. He hasn't messaged me. I haven't emailed him. He has not emailed me. I've had a couple people tell me that I should, like, take this to the higher ups and, like, report him. I just kind of want to vibe. I don't want to deal with it. But there it is. There's the story time. It did not end with me losing $1,400, if that's what you were expecting. Well, that is all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it might be a fun little story to tell. Anyways, if you did enjoy it, like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to take YouTube more seriously because this is something I'm passionate about. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all have heard this before. But it really would mean the world if you subscribe so that I can continue to grow my channel and possibly start making money doing something I genuinely love. You can find all of my other social medias in the description box down below. If you really enjoyed this video and you're still here, comment, "Thanks, Erica," because I would not have made this video if she hadn't, like, put the idea into my head. Peace out, Girl Scouts. I'll see you in the next video. Space makes me sad.